I hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to create a video because there's a lot of information that I'm gonna throw at you, and I felt like if I just typed it up, many of you would just skim through it because it is a lot of information. I would like to start off with saying that starting Monday, that would have been the day that we would have depart to Nicaragua. And while it is unfortunate that we do not get to go, I want you guys to understand that Global Brigades made this decision putting everybody's safety first. And so things like this are common. Previously, we had not gone to brigades in Honduras because of the political situation there. Things are better, and now we're going back to Honduras. And then a couple years back, we didn't go to Ghana because of the Ebola outbreak. Nicaragua had been fairly safe for 15 years, and then things just out of nowhere fueled up, and now we're going to Panama. But with that said, I just want to thank you all for your patience and for your dedication because despite the political instability and going to a developing country where things may not be like they are here in the US, you guys are passionate and dedicated towards helping those who really need it. And with that said, I just want to give you guys a little bit more background on the Panama Brigade. Right now, Global Brigades, Daniel and I are working very, very hard to basically put everything in place for the Panama Brigade. What usually takes 11 months to plan out, we have to do it within a month. The most stressful part of planning this brigade is airfare because now we have to transfer everybody's flight vouchers from the Nicaragua flight to find you guys the best quote for airfare for Panama and then like figure out when we're gonna land, what time we're gonna depart, and then if we do arrive to Panama after 4 p.m., we're gonna have to stay in a hotel. That is safety precaution that Global Brigades takes for every country. We will be arriving to Panama on July 18th after 4 p.m., so they have to figure out a hotel we're gonna stay at. They also have to figure out what communities we're going to. They have to get approval from the health organization, and then they have to coordinate who's going to be basically guiding us through the whole brigade, what program associates are going to be working with us when we do arrive in Panama. So there's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes. So if I'm not keeping you guys updated, or if you guys like, okay, what's going on, it's just because there is so much that we have to get done before we even move on to like other things like a packing list or when is the empowered account thing going to be updated. So I predict that we will be completely done and we would have solidified airfare next week. And then after that, we'll move on to other matters like the empowered account situation. So a lot of people have been asking me about when is the empowered page going to be switched over from Nicaragua to Panama and the accurate dates are going to be reflected. Well, that is going to happen as soon as we solidify the more pressing matters like airfare and figuring out what communities we're going to stay at, and like the most important things go first before we move on to that. And I know it is inconvenient because like you guys already want to see everything like done and set, but please, please, please bear with us because we are trying to get done what is usually done in, again, 11 months and 1 month. And with that said, once we're done with the most pressing matters, we're going to move over and update the empowered accounts. The total brigade cost is going to be reflected. Some of you may have a different total brigade cost, and that is because you did not book airfare with the group when we booked airfare to Nicaragua. So your airfare is going to be slightly more expensive. If you're wondering if that's you, you know that's you because I've contacted you individually. So if I haven't contacted you individually about this matter, don't even stress about that and don't even worry about that. And so once we've created the empowered account, your accurate amount, total brigade amount, is going to be reflected on there. And then the total brigade cost is going to be due 2 weeks before we depart. So 2 weeks before July 18th. And we predict that the total cost is going to be slightly lower than the Nicaragua brigade or about the same as the Nicaragua brigade. And again, I could give you like the best information once we've solidified the most pressing matters. But we are working really, really hard to get you guys the best deal on absolutely like airfare and program costs and all of that. And it is predicted that the Panama Brigade will be the most cost efficient brigades, cheaper than the Honduras and the Ghana Brigade. So all of that. That's why we've been working so hard. And so as for a packing list and supplies collection, again, since we are starting all over and we're going to a completely different country, then that means that we may have to pack different things because, again, it's a different country. And once we've met with the program associate and we've discussed everything that we're going to do out there, we will give you a detailed packing list, and we will also inform you about like supply collection. We were fortunate enough for the Nicaragua Brigade that a company donated absolutely all of the supplies that were necessary. So a lot of you have been receiving emails from like Emily about, okay, supply drive, supply collection, because we need to, in order to carry out a brigade, we need things like toothbrushes, floss, soap, and things like that. For the Nicaragua Brigade, we didn't need any of that because someone donated all that stuff to us. But we don't know if that's going to be the case for the Panama Brigade. I'm gonna see if we could maybe transfer the stuff from Nicaragua over to Panama so none of us have to collect supplies. But again, once we get more information, I will let you guys know. So as of right now, I just want you guys to relax and just be patient with us. You will be going on a medical brigade, and we're trying to work as fast as possible to give you guys like the best experience and stuff like that. But there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes and a lot of reasons why it may seem like the empowered accounts are not getting like updated as fast as you would like, or why your total brigade cost is not reflected on right now. There's just a lot of people working, and just please bear with us. And again, if you have any questions about this process, I'm more than happy to answer your questions. Just call me or email me and stuff like that. And many of those things I may not have the answer right now because, again, we are working on more pressing matters to be able to give you guys all the experience that you guys signed up for. Other schools, their brigade for Nicaragua also got canceled, and it was just like, that's it. They weren't able to go on another brigade. And we were fortunate enough that Global Brigades offered us the opportunity to go on a brigade to Panama, and we also have two other brigades departing to Honduras or Ghana, so members could still go to a brigade if they choose to. So with that said, I just wanted to throw that at you so you guys know what's going on. And it's not like Daniel or I or Global Brigades have forgotten about you, or like the empowered accounts are not changing and stuff like that. We're working really, really hard. And again, as soon as we find out what it is that you guys need to take to Panama, we will let you know. As soon as the empowered accounts get donated, and as soon as they give us like when the total funds are going to be due, we will let you guys know. All right, so just be patient with us. And again, thank you all for your commitment, patience, and dedication. And with that said, thank you and have a good weekend.